So I'm playing it, and I was going to play a little more, but in the midst of me playing it, after, well, I have the vibration set to the game. I like that in certain games, I like to turn it on, so I feel something from it, some type of reaction. So my nerves, my senses, my other senses are involved and shit, So I got this shit on, and after I explode with the last car, it's still shaking my whole. And this is a new goddamn controller, so I know it has to be the game. Because I would press the PlayStation symbol button and it would stop. It would get lowered and it would stop. But I'm like, yo, it was doing that with my other one, so I'm like, okay, it has something to do with it's still delayed, or I don't know, it's like some type of reverb on it just keeps vibrating. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I had to stop it. But I'm gonna play the other. I like the gun game Jones. I'm probably not gonna win all of them. I probably could if I OD. You saw me going into multiple points of the game, but I'm not really trying to do all that. But I've been working out more. I got a lot more energy, and stretching more. So it may not seem like it has anything to do with it, or maybe it doesn't, in the way you see it. But I don't know. I just feel like I have more energy to invest in it overall. Not that it hinders me doing anything else, but I just feel more energized. And they try to, compartmentalize it into like. My bad, I'm looking at this website. I'm doing too much right now, but bottom line is, that's a tough website. I gotta learn to make a website. That's tough. But anyway, because I was listening to something and my phone is playing behind me, so I was looking around and then I see it and I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. I'm looking at a website that was made by somebody I've heard of. Yeah, it's a good site. But yeah, I thought it was really good. I enjoyed myself actually. I might play it again later because I like you can jump a lot. It's pretty cool. But the bottom line is, I feel better overall. My diet's changed. Sleeping is still A1. Like, you eating right and you're living right when you can sleep. When you can sleep at night, man. Sleep is a hard thing for people to get or to wake up from, like it's just, like all depending on what they go through. People can't even get a good night's sleep. Just because you have somewhere to lay your head, it doesn't mean it's always good. But I can say no matter what, that my black ass was going to sleep. I always feel good. Well rested. It's a lot of words and a lot of terminology and verbs that people don't really put into their everyday, lexicon. They don't really concern themselves with it. But it's just, the words aren't supposed to be boring or corny to people. It's supposed to invoke a different mentality, like a stronger sense of purpose and the value in yourself and even what you're saying. Because, like, if you barely know what you're saying, like, you can understand it based off of what you've heard other people explain to you about, but really going through it on your own and then by your own experiences based off of the knowledge that you were focused on. It's worthwhile to understand just how valuable what you said could be and how it could affect somebody else who isn't on the same path as you, but you can spark their creative or imaginative side that'll give them a foundation to stand on. So there's more people out there fundamentally like yourself, if you're about that, that really values what they put out into the world, not what they give to themselves, but more what you give to the world, but it tends to go hand in hand. So it's interesting. Yeah, but it's a good game. But this is a new controller, so I had to stop playing. I wasn't sure what it just kept vibrating. I didn't know what was going on with it. I was like, no. And it was weird. It was irritating my hands. I was like, no, I gotta stop. Because I was just gonna ignore it, but that happened to me a few other times too. But I think just on this game mode, or I guess where it's like fan created, that's probably what it is. I don't know. But yeah, I'm about to play the other ones, but I'm gonna separate them into smaller streams. I ain't trying to talk your head off or whatever, you know. So occasionally I might stop myself from speaking. You know, I'm not crazy or nothing, but I'm just like, I probably shouldn't. But there's no way to segue out of a conscious thought you have. You know, it's not me relenting. Oh, I shouldn't say it because I'm scared or anything like that. It's just, truthfully, everything isn't meant to be heard or spoken or acknowledged. So, yeah, truly, certain things go without saying. I bang with these too, real quick. I bang with these. The what are they? Suspenders, pants suspenders. I guess the other ones would be shoulder suspenders, but these are pants suspenders. That's amazing. And I know it wouldn't be hard to walk. It's like you don't need it, but that's tough. Like what the fuck? What's the point of that? There's no point, but I would rock that. Like that's amazing. It don't need to be there. It's just there. Like, yeah, it's just there. That's a dumb retro right there. That jacket, the whole setup, I would rock. This nigga is. Look at this nigga. This nigga touch. Look at that move. Hold on real quick. He was cool too. I was rocking with him for a while. I kept switching out, but I can't edit his. That's kind of nutty. Man, you got to give me more of this. We'll make a black counterpart to him. Like I wanted to use him, but they only got soccer. So like, what the fuck is this? Why the only black nigga? He's got a fucking soccer. You know, he got to wear one of the fucking country's flag. What are we doing? What are we doing? Everybody, you got all these white people, the fake characters, they're all white people playing. Come on, let's not do that. Even if they're not European white, most people in the world, if they're lighter skinned and they don't have no black, they consider themselves white. What the fuck do they think they're going to consider themselves albino? Let's not do that dumbass shit. These are all white people. Look at this bitch. It's a white bitch. Black women here don't go like that. They constrain it, but come on. In the rain, water, sleep. Snow, fucking a little temperature off, that shit is frizzy. Can we get them out of here? White women here don't even grow like that either. It's spraying shit. Come on, let's not do that. See, this is, but the horns and shit. Come on, I don't know. I guess he's some type of mythical creature, shadow. I can't. He's black, but I can't even take off the mask. That's good. Just the fucking cape. Let's not do that. And come on, I've never even seen him wear this. Introduced in chapter 3, season 10. Because I'm thinking about the first. I'm like, when did they present these? And I'm like, oh, they did. Because when they do chapters, I'm like, this game came out in 2017. You still on chapter 3? I'm confused. So that fucked me up. Oh, okay, I guess they did. But that's white guy. Oh, man. It's the same bitch, probably. White Asian, come on, bro. Let's not do this. Oh no, I'm just Asian, bro. Everybody was colonized. That's not that. It's white. It's white. It's a zombie or something. These are cartoons, man. Come on, let's not even do this. Like what? A banana? This nigga. They got all the flag. Do I live anywhere? That's why I'm only rocking the American one. What the fuck? I'm not going, y'all gonna disrespect me. Do it look like I live anywhere on any of these places? No, I don't. I fucking don't. And they wouldn't want me there, especially if I'm not adding to what they doing, which I wouldn't. Fuck that. Like, I'm here for my people. Just like y'all here for y'all people. This should have been a black boy too. I don't understand. He should have had his head chromed it out. Like, what do we do? Why? Look at his arms. And this wasn't a black guy. Like, what do we do? This is obviously a black. Look at his hair. Who else hair grows like? What are we doing? What are we doing? This is not like an old sci-fi movie. He's never gonna take off the mask so it really is a black guy. What the fuck we doing? No other race of person except for black Americans' hair grows that length. Curl is thick. Curl. That's how my shit is. What the fuck we doing, my boy? What are we doing? And he got some type of like, well, what's with the blue? Come on, my boy. You might as well not even have that on. It's constricted. It look like a dress. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, why would I seen somebody else with him with some, I'm not paying nothing in this motherfucker. She even got, look at this bitch. This bitch got 20, look at this shit. Look at that. All these white, look at this. They don't got nothing to nobody, man. Default, what we doing? But no, see, like, what? Asian. I'm not even hating. It's just like they're scared of black people. My goodness, why is she floating? This what people do. This is a. I don't. What? They just fucking up average. They gave the lizard holographic. They gave the lizard Tron Legacy texture. Look at this nigga. And he looked this time, you nasty nigga. Look at that. There's only one black person. All the other black, come on, we're not even gonna do that. It comes in the set with a white woman. What we doing? If Jonathan Majors taught you anything, they don't like tall black guys. They don't. We're talking about animal attraction. We're fucking human. That feeling, emotion, that raw passion, people call it, it dies the fuck down. Let's grow up. Him and Megan probably been together for a long time. Who fucking knows what goes on? All of it could be a lie. Who knows? But I seen this grown man running. Like, listen, I've seen people fake a lot of shit. But I've never seen a giant man. Well, most recently I've seen tall black and white guys recording the females while they're slashing their tires, cutting their shit. Well view the camera. Robbing, burning down and shit. Women are just, committing crimes and recording just like little boys. So you can't make it seem like one is smarter than the other. But everybody's, throwing all the Gen Z together like, oh, it's just all of them. And Cat Williams is the first person I heard call them Gen A after that. So I guess we starting over. I mean, it makes sense. I would call them Gen 8.2 or Gen A2 or something, Fuck it, we already in Maze Runner Hunger Games. We already got district. Let's just adapt the district thing just for the generations. That's all it is. Fucking, we create the borders and boundaries ourselves. Ain't nobody got to do it. Like, we can't blame nobody. Gotta go down and listen. Each one of the generations helped add to what was already fucked up. So everybody was like, oh, I ain't doing it, already going on before me. That's what most people agreed to. So I'm like, nobody understood that. The more you all agree, if more than 75 or about 75% of us all agree, like, I didn't do it, so ain't nothing I could do to worry about myself. Oh, God, the next 2 to 5 generations are gonna be shit. I'm like, just because you're trying to separate, like, the audacity, the arrogance, the fucking ignorance to be like, I'm gonna be around everybody, but I'm not helping nobody, and just let me do my own thing. But if I need help, I want you to help me. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? That's why I'm like, I don't even argue with black people or white people or anybody who's Americanized at this point, because I'm like, other countries and cultures are looking at us like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? And I'm like, I have to agree with them. Everybody was since here, most of them are moved. I'm like, I'm not fucking moving. God didn't tell me to move yet, so I'm gonna rock here because this is where more than 10 generations of my people have been, even before the 90s. Why the hell would I leave just like that? Especially when everything else ain't doing better. They're just making in America and other places for other countries doing the same thing. That's what colonization means. The slums, the ghettos, the projects, it's all the same thing. What the fuck? It's all the same people in the bitch. There can be some outliers of people in there, but the majority. Yeah, and it's always the lower number of people, even if they outnumber whoever else is in charge. It's the most strangest thing I've ever witnessed. This has historically been the preceding factor. I'm like, I don't understand. I don't really get it. To the point where people argue about cartoons and stuff. Animations just literally doesn't exist. You gotta keep telling people that. Just think about it. Just think about the feeling of you sitting down in front of a monitor or a TV and nothing comes on. It's essentially the same thing because ain't nothing going on. If you can't transfer it to something else similar to this, it's like it never existed. This is so amazing. So I do agree and understand when older people try to tell us, yo, get out of that, all of that. And of course I understand when younger people are saying, oh, we need the money. This is where the money is supposed to make the money. There has to be a bridge. And you know, like a hybrid bridge, if you understand what I'm saying, because I seen a commercial. Was it fucking Lexus? They have I don't know when all these technologies come out because they distract us with so much entertainment and the dumbass shit that none of us care about. I'm like, because they know they're fucking up and they don't want us to have any say so on what the fuck they fucking up. Because that's the reason to get them out the space so we can have more people who actually, I don't know, want to see us thrive in some way. The hybrid car, it was gas and electric. What we don't have hoverboards yet. What am I invested in? What am I giving to the country? They take taxes from everybody. I don't give a fuck what nobody say it multiple ways, so suck my balls. What I'm saying is, why ain't none of the taxes going for things that help us live? You seen Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds? Why don't they make bubble suits for when people about to fall somewhere high before they break their fucking body? Everybody get one that's reusable something. When you fall, boom, you're still alive. I know it's drastic. I know people go OD. But people are worrying about survival as if people who have it all, who don't have nothing, all, like everybody agrees. There has to be these levels to the game because everybody can't get it all, and everybody cannot get it all. Not get it all, I guess. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, so I'm like, if y'all all agree there's levels and everybody has their purpose, then why is everybody still trying to get the same thing? Shouldn't that be the new insanity? People keep quoting Albert Einstein, but they don't understand any of... My God. The only thing I'm saying is, where's the love? Where's the support? I don't want to thrive with other races and nations of people together as one. Nobody wants that. We all want to grow up and thrive within our culture because that's where we were bred in. It's biological. There's a biological imperative. There's a spiritual imperative, an emotional, a physical, a psychological. There's so many reasons to do it. And nobody has to explain to you because it's obvious. Because as you get older and you quote unquote socialize and you get to grow and everything, because you need people to grow around, so you're always going to understand those factors of life. So to denounce them as if it's not the truth is insane. To put it in barriers because of you trying to be a grown up before your time, take a step back. Why the hell do you think you have to do everything? If you're not in a good space, then you can't help them. Of course, that goes for people in multiple ways, but it doesn't always apply to that person in that instant. So it's not to denigrate somebody if they're giving you that information because they've heard it before too. The point is for us all to get the truth. We all agree. God should be our focus. People call it the universe, but God is knowledge, the knowledge, not of everything. No, it's not that serious. The knowledge of Him. That knowledge will change your perspective on the world. If you just accumulate knowledge for your own selfishness and vanity, you look at yourself as the God. You can't be. The most pivotal reason is because you're jealous. By definition, God is the thing, the only thing. God isn't jealous about anything. It's merciful, peaceful. So people who have accumulated such knowledge, they do understand at the least, even if they don't agree with the word or the works or the gospel or the good spell, that they're still wise to promote it. Because everybody needs God's people. Well, they really need God. Everybody can't attain Him. Everybody's not worthy of Him. That's what we all can agree. That's why there's things of wickedness. So to be around God's children, as close as you'll get. So within that, you take heed to what they've experienced and taught and kept things continuously. You know, the way you look at the world, the way you value yourself and others, the way you approach people as a foreigner would approach you, who's never been to where you live. You humble yourself. That's a continuous fight because we're in the waters of forgetfulness. There's too much distractions and ways to forget the most important things. There's never no excuse to forget it, because once you understand that's forgetfulness and there's knowledge to keep you out of it, there's no reason for you to be consumed with forgetfulness ever again. But it is difficult, but it's not impossible to dismiss forgetfulness altogether. Be merciful and forgive so you can obtain more, I think. But yeah, I rarely get opportunities to speak my mind based off all the stuff I've learned. I've been intentional with everything that I've learned. It hasn't just been for my own selfish needs. It's been to help other people, because I see people go through the same things. And even the people who understand what's going on, they cannot articulate it because they've not spent enough time learning to speak, learning to pronunciate. To really speak from your diaphragm and really open up a room, open up a space, gather people around with just your words, not your actions. Your actions are going to happen whether people are there or not. That's why you don't use that to dictate whether you're a good person or not. It's what you're able to get across to people. Because we're all supposed to be doing the natural basic things. The basic things that are happening to us is, we breathe, and we don't really need to do that. It's just, we just drink water, we eat, poo, sleep, we work. And you either value people close to you on the same path, or you want to do the path yourself. There's no right way to do it. It's just there's more than one way to get to the same. There's less ways than the ways to be wicked, but there's a finite amount of instances where the narrow path is set and you can take it. It's going to be more difficult than the easy way. It's going to be more beneficial over the long run and at the end. But just with the instant gratification, you get instant. It's just there, right there. And after that moment, after the waves wash it over, after the waves subside, as they were rustling and the moon, leaves the middle of the sky to let the sun come, when your emotions die down, when the rain passes and the rainbow comes, you don't feel the same. That's confusion. That's what it means to be confused. You can't always blame other people for it, and it's not always just, let me just run away from it. At first, if it was so easy for it to come through now, then you should be wise to your forgetfulness and what distracts you. It should never have any substance over your life ever again. There's no excuse once you understand. It's not about beating yourself up. Why can't you do it? And it's always an emotional response. Stop. We're out of emotions. Your emotions got you into this. You can no longer use it. That's not me forcing you to do anything. That's me telling you. You understand that. So stand on the logic and rationale. Don't be radical now. It's over. It happened. You thought yourself to be God, and as you can see, you're jealous. You're jealous. You're ego-driven. It's disastrous. Any intention is wicked. So even when I say I was being intentional, I lack the other word, but I have the other word for it. But it's not intention, because if you really think about it, intentions lead to jealousy and fear and anxiety, and then it goes into depression, and it's just all the things are negative. There's nothing positive. There's no good fruit that comes from intention. It's not that you just be all over the place and wander the world. No, don't wander the world, but it's just be focused. Be focused on what you are, where you come from, where you have yet to go, where you will end up ultimately, but how you want to get there. That's all basic stuff. But it's just people make quick decisions rapidly. They just keep doing it. And I'm like, you're wandering. Because this happened. Tell me what happened. If you can't even get through to it, why are you speaking to anybody? The first step, therapist, anybody of substance would tell you. Psychologists, psychiatrists, they would all tell you the first step is to acknowledge what's going on. How do you feel? What's going on with you? And if you fight yourself to get that out, you got bigger problems on your hand. You're letting other people into a world that's unfinished, that's underdeveloped. Shame on you who's in seek of validation. Shame on you who is in need of grace. Just do what you need to do. And accept your duty and responsibility, not the shame and the monotony of a wicked life that others have lived and been content in it. No, be content with God. And even say that it's blasphemous, but be alright. Sometimes you just have to tell yourself, I'm alright. Not just in this moment, but I've been alright. There shouldn't be other people who get you out of understanding just how valuable you are to the people closest to you. The world doesn't need your help. When men like myself speak, everybody thinks, oh, you just want to help her all the time. No, I don't. If you see, I don't help everybody, because everybody doesn't need help. And it's not always about the maximum, but everybody doesn't need it. When you're focused and you're a problem solver, you see it. You see the patterns. No, they don't need help. They know what they have to do. Coaches, people who end up teaching, even if they're in the profession and they can't finish it or follow through to be well-renowned, they become a coach, a teacher, a scholar within it, because they're like, listen, I can help somebody. Let's focus. Because, that's the best thing that you can give, quote-unquote, to the world, but just as people closest to you relate to you, whether or not they are in your culture. But if you can relate to them with the truth, the gospel, the good spell, give it to them. And I'll keep it going. And how else do you get salvation? How else do you get a name in the book of life? everybody put more stake in what they create for themselves, and then it brings me to it reminds me of the story of Abraham and his father. Abraham, yes, from the Bible, the Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And this is obviously after Adam and Eve, ways after, but his father, his name starts with an M. I don't really remember what it was. But his father, he sculpted something, I believe out of wood, and he put it on the, what are they called? Because all these witchcraft, the Satanists, the Luciferian movies and stuff from Hollywood they be making, they always reference Ouija boards, the praying circles. There's one of them rooms that they make, and they even put them in bully movies, girls bully in movies, college movies, everything to do with the Greek. They put them all in there. It's called, I don't lose my train of thought, but I had it, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm losing my train of thought as I think of it. It's so simple. It's not a montage, that's no. But, it's right there, but I can't think of it. Damn. Yeah, I gotta think of that word. I lost my train of thought, and I'm gonna have to come back to it. But there's a lot more going on than we understand. And everything doesn't have to make sense. That's not really the point, because everything isn't your concern. But the truth will stick out to you, the things that matter to you. And that's not a selfish thing to go through or to endure. Because obviously you're supposed to learn something. But somebody else is going to come to you and they're going to need the word. Simplify. Give them the truth. Even if that means you let them know what happened to you, so they say. Not to stop themselves from going through it, because the struggle will happen, but so they can better deal. That's it. Just get a better deal for yourself. Like a little shrine. That's what it is. Fuck. Because I just try to stay away, because it just seems so evil somehow. And sure, maybe there's other cultures who did it. Sure, you were saying the Bible, they stop it. It's the Old Testament. Stop it. We don't have to do the incense and sacrificial lambs, and we don't have to do none of that. So yeah, we don't do shrines. I know witches and other people do that shit, and they post it everywhere. So yeah, let's not do that. My king saved us, so I don't have to sacrifice no animals or nothing, so I'm cool. And whatever spirit demands that, yeah. Nowhere in my book, my history book, doesn't say we're supposed to do that. So I'm going to leave that alone. But yeah, let me stop talking and everything. It's just so much I want to talk about, but I don't want to make it about anything abstract or existential. So I'll just chill out, and it's just one black guy. It's just him. Soccer. I see his knees, but I see everybody else got pants on. I see his fucking knees, and most of them got the same pants. Some of them just rolled up. Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? I refuse to use. This is a lady. No, I don't. No, my hair doesn't grow like that. I don't have skin like that. That's crazy. The outfit is sharp, though. I'm not gonna lie. I remember her. They didn't give her no new outfits or nothing. TNT. I'm not gonna do that with you. See, the things I can edit is so strange. I like the different colors. It's weird, but it fits. It's an Asian ship. Okay. Got a white tiger ship. I remember you. Say, man, everybody dead. blacked out. But it's like a different hairstyle. I like this one too. But the gold be getting me too. I rock out with that. No. But yeah, say it now. See everybody like 20 outfits. Man. They got us in the Bizak box. Bizox. Just want to rock out. Kingdom Hearts still my favorite fucking game, but I know that's not the Keyblade, but it's the closest thing I get to it. This, I'm gonna need something else, but that's pretty much it. Hold on,